The USCIS December 2024 Visa Bulletin has just been released, bringing important updates for individuals seeking U.S. immigration benefits, particularly in the areas of family-based and employment-based visa categories. So if you're planning to move to the U.S., or if you're in the process of obtaining a green card, you'll want to pay close attention to this bulletin. Let's break down the updates, including the significant shifts in priority dates and how they affect various visa categories. The Visa Bulletin for December 2024 shows that some family-based and employment-based categories have experienced either forward movement or retrogression, depending on the region and category. For individuals waiting for their green cards or an immigrant visa, this can make a huge difference in terms of timing and expectations. In the family-based visa categories, the immediate relatives of U.S. citizens, such as spouses, unmarried children under 21, and parents, are not subject to numerical limits, meaning they are always current and there's no waiting time. However, for other family-based categories, such as F1, unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens, F2A, spouses and children of lawful permanent residents, and others, there have been significant changes. For example, the F2A category for spouses and children of green card holders has seen some movement. There was a bit of forward movement, but this category remains subject to a waiting period in some countries, including India and Mexico. For countries like India, the F1 and F2B categories, unmarried sons and daughters of U.S. citizens and permanent residents, have shown some forward movement, but it's still not enough to clear up the backlog that has been building for years. However, the F4 category, which covers siblings of U.S. citizens, is still quite backlogged, and many applicants may face several years of waiting before their priority dates become current. In the employment-based visa categories, there have been shifts with the EB2, employment-based, second preference, and EB3, employment-based, third preference, categories seeing some changes. For individuals from countries with high demand for green cards, such as India and China, there are important updates. For India, the EB2 category remains heavily backlogged, but there's been some forward movement for EB3. The U.S. government is trying to address these long delays, but unfortunately, for the EB2 category, the wait time remains significant. If you're an Indian national seeking a green card in the EB2 or EB3 category, you should expect to wait years before your priority date becomes current. For other countries like the Philippines, the EB3 category continues to experience slow but steady movement. Countries like China and Mexico also have updates, but in many cases, retrogression, meaning the priority date moves backward instead of forward, has been seen in some employment-based categories. So, what can applicants do in light of these changes? First, you should make sure to check your priority dates and understand the current state of the Visa Bulletin for your specific visa category. Keeping an eye on these dates can help you plan ahead and make sure that you're taking the necessary steps in your immigration journey. Second, if your priority date is current or near current, you'll want to prepare your application for adjustment of status or immigrant visa processing. This could be a great time to file, as waiting too long could mean being stuck in a retrogression phase. Lastly, applicants should keep in mind that the Visa Bulletin is updated every month, and changes can happen quickly. While we've seen forward movement in some categories, others may retrogress in future months. So it's important to stay informed and be prepared for any changes that may affect your case. In conclusion, the USCIS December 2024 Visa Bulletin brings important updates for those waiting for family-based or employment-based visas. While there are signs of movement in some categories, many applicants, especially those from high-demand countries like India and Mexico, are still facing long waits. It's crucial to understand how these updates apply to your situation and take proactive steps to move forward in the immigration process. That's a wrap on this overview of the USCIS December 2024 Visa Bulletin. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. If you have any questions or want to discuss how these changes might affect your application, drop a comment below. I'll see you in the next video with more important updates. Stay informed and take action. Your path to the U.S. just got a little bit clearer.